Hi. You aware of the address street my mom, Anaheim?
From what I understand, correct, yes.
You haven't been there? So the
haven't
officers
personally.
who've been there, like for 5 years, she's been throwing tantrum because she has untreated mental disorder. All right, okay, so that's one part of a conglomerate
Okay.
problem. And I have a whole YouTube channel about it. I handed the officer
Okay.
the thing. So there was a squatter situation, cruel squatter in my house. Yeah, I have that. If you could take that and look at that. So they want the blockage in communication that cops have, that they actually use the power of the uniform to help criminals. And I know that I've heard all the explanations they give to rationalize. They say we don't write the laws, we just enforce it. So they're not taking responsibility for. You don't give me why you don't want to keep that and look at it,
I did.
right? You're not interested in it.
No, I
You realize what's the website on it?
right there, right there.
What is it?
It says
You
right
don't
there.
want. You're not interested in knowing that the cops.
Okay, let's continue what we're discussing.
WakeUpAmerica.org.
Okay.
It documents how the cops. I explained to the cop that she's bringing criminals in there, drug dealers and prostitution clients into my house and torturing us, threatening us while we have this restraining order against her. And the cops say, what can we help you with today? You guys have been trained in police academy to say, what can we help with you today? It's double talk, because with the words and what it conveys are what it means that we didn't hear a thing you said. You don't want to help, because anytime I talk to you, you say, can we help with you today? You say, you don't actually hear it. You say, what happened today? She didn't put a knife to your neck today. So we've been tortured in this way for a year and a half. And you guys say it doesn't fit the criteria of a crime. Officer Detective Martinez in over there in West Valley, where's the crime? Where's the crime? He goes, she's smarter than you, he said. I say, you guys, aren't you supposed to be serving me? He says, no, we serve the community. Everything is double talk. And we did an investigation that she was telling them all these lies that got the officers biased against me. I've been trying to find out what she was telling them. They refused to tell me. The Sergeant Glossier there says it's been adjudicated. What the words and the thing have way double speak. In George Orwell 1984, that's what it is. When there's an oppressive government, and that's what this is. It makes you guys help the scammers, because scammers' major tool is lawsuit abuse. The day after we filed the restraining order, she's walking around limping like she's in pain because she fell, to threaten us from avoiding pointing. And you guys keep doing it. It's a civil thing. It's a civil thing. You got to go make the lawyers rich. The lawyers get rich. They make the laws. They train you guys to help scammers, and criminals get rich, and lawyers get rich. We pay you. We trust you with that, and you train to gaslight us. If there's a black man being abused by an officer and a white officer, I'm black, what does that do? That's a gaslighting method. It's designed to confuse. You guys are trained to be scammers and help work with scammers with the authority that we trust you with. You are trained to say, what are we here to? You know that you've gotten that training. You've gotten the training not to take this card when it's showing corruption. The police, you train to cover up corruption. When I talk about it, they turn on the walkie-talkie and say, I got something to do, when there's nothing on there. They say, my body cam, the battery is faint, I gotta go. You train to look the other way and let criminals have power and hurt us using your authority. That squatter was in our house. She's done this, so many others before me. You guys say, it's outside our jurisdiction, we can't look what she's done. You're listening to me, you're hearing it, this human inside of you, underneath the training you got to help scammers, you're actually listening to me.
Okay, so.
And now I'm getting threat from Richard Holloway, who is the murderer of his own dad. He doesn't want me revealing to you that he killed his own dad just a month ago. And he's refusing to take the report because the threat here, he says, in his recording here says, he put it on the camera. He says, this is not a threat, it's a promise. And he constantly over and over calls me and says things like that. He says, it doesn't include the words, I will kill you. He's refusing to take the thing. My girlfriend, who, because her dog died, because you guys at weekend went there for a place to stay, and you guys didn't help us out because the restraining order was being violated. We were threatened. We had nowhere to go. We went to mom's house. She refused to let her in because she's abusive to me, and you know about that. Maybe you ask them, they'll tell you. You guys refused to help us. She kicked Tanya out. You guys refused to help us. That there was a violation of restraining order. We didn't have a safe place to stay. You guys refused. Now she was got in a bus. Get back to South Carolina. She's in a cult called the family. And they've been abusing her for more than a year. The brother killed his own dad. He was abusing her, his own sister. When she was 5, he raped her. I have the video, I showed it to him. He raped his own sister when she was 5, he was 16. Her own dad got her pregnant. It's on this video, I showed it to him. And she had to get abortion from that. And none of this gets reported. My own abuse from my own mom, everyone says, don't go against mom. The abuse that happens by pedophiles towards their own children doesn't get reported. You arrest pedophiles, you know the pedophiles, so you arrest them. But if it's done by a parent to their own child, the reporting of it is prevented. I'm reporting Richard Holloway's attack to his own sister and killing his own dad, but you don't want to hear it because I don't have the words, I will kill you. Which is what Detective Martinez in West Valley was telling me. What is the crime? What is the crime? The Justine Taylor was torturing us in all these horrible ways. They did identity theft on me. They killed our dogs. They stole my wallet. They got rid of lost my job, lost my girlfriend. And you guys say, what is the crime? Because none of those things fit the criteria for crime.
So today, you're here because of the messaging, correct? That you don't want to get from somebody. Is that what I understand? Right?
That's what you heard me say.
No,
I'm here
no,
for
because
everything I told you.
Right, but
You can't register all of that.
Okay.
You can only register what's the crime today. It doesn't fit. There's no one holding a knife. That's what they kept telling me. You understand?
I understand.
You have that. It has to go to that little loophole. It has to be a knife to my neck. Right this moment or today, or you're not gonna help me.
Okay. They're online. There's annoying phone calls or messaging. So as long as
both.
Right. So you can report that online. It's online reporting.
No, I go on there to report it.
We will not take it. It's online. Those type of reports are only taken online. Now, but the person has to know that those messaging are unwanted, and hopefully they do. You say, don't send me.
No. There's criteria on there. It says yes or no, and it doesn't qualify. When I try to report it online, it doesn't qualify.
What boxes? Which boxes? It doesn't let you do it. I don't know.
There's the very first question. The first 3 questions when it asks it, you're gonna make me look for it. It doesn't qualify. I'm telling you. It says if it's no, you can't file it online. You have to go to the police station.
Okay, so
but the fact that I told you this whole thing.
Let's stay focused.
No. Okay. You have to see the whole thing. She's motivated to kill me because I'm reporting to you the murder of his own father by him and his abuse of his sister, who's there in a cult in South Carolina called the Family. You're not able to register that because you don't know what I just told you. You can't register that.
With our Detective Martinez, and he told you there was nothing and to get more evidence. I heard what you had to say. I am listening, but I'm doing what I'm trying to help you with today. That's fine.
No. You can only help it. So you shut out everything I said. Only what's happening today. That's what prevents it from happening because it's been going on for 5 years. Is your restraining order valid still?
Do you still have a good restraining order?
Yes.
Okay. So what? And is the restraining order says what?
Says you shouldn't. And then there's all the.
Where's the restraining order paperwork that you have? You have the paperwork.
I'll give it to you. They kept denying the validity of the restraining order. They kept refusing to enforce it. Repeated violations. I show you all the violations that we're scared to sue her or to take action against her because she threatened us. She brings gang members into our house with tattoos on their faces every day. So we've been scared
you live
to.
There. And she's the
That no,
person?
she was evicted a year ago.
Okay.
But you guys refuse to protect us. When the restraining order is supposed to protect us from threats, she has posted all this slander against me, done all these crimes against me. We were scared. We were telling you about it.
Okay.
We were scared because we were threatened and we were reporting you the threats. And you guys refused to help.
When was the last message that was taken today, or when was the most recent
Just
message?
today.
And what is this message?
Okay, here. I played it for him. There's a
the
text
audio-
message.
the audio
There's
message?
audio and there's text. And listen to this. Okay, so here he says, this is not a threat, it's a promise. Okay, so they do that constantly. Listen. Your body can watch this.
You're a sick individual. Very, very sick. Do you understand? Do you understand my position? Zeke. I'm not talking for my health.
Here. Just a second.
Tomorrow I will contact the police department and the FBI. This is not a threat. This is a promise.
You heard that? You heard those words. You heard those words. This is not a threat. This is a promise.
Rewind it. What did he say before that?
He says, I'm going to call the FBI, which is, I would like him to do that. I tell him, encourage him to call it. Listen.
Tomorrow I will contact the police department and the FBI. This is not a threat. This is a promise.
You heard that? Did you hear that? This is not a threat. It's a promise. Look, let me. I can increase the
You know, I
volume.
heard that. Okay.
You did hear that.
Yes.
This is 400%. And then, so this was the first conversation I had with him. Listen to him.
Do your coke, go do your drugs
I don't
with someone else.
I don't
Leave
do
my
drugs
sister-
or
leave-
drugs.
Dude,
I don't do any chemicals. Richard, okay,
Oh,
okay, Richard.
so you just human traffic people. I see.
What they do, the
Okay,
stuff
so
they
I
do
want-
themselves,
You
they
don't
accuse
know
you.
me. I'm not the person you think I am.
I've seen your Facebook. I've looked
seen
you
me-
up.
You've seen me doing
I've seen
drugs or
what you
trafficking?
do. I've seen what you do, dude.
All right, Richard.
This is it, dude.
You've seen me harming people? I work with kids who have autism.
They tell you lies. They can tell you all the lies they want. That's what the girl was telling you, to get you biased against me. They put all kinds of slander out there without any accountability. And then, so they cloudy the water. They make you guys believe. And the officers with them, we get reports from both sides, so we don't believe any of it. That's what they do. You understand? And this is an all-long conversation I had with Tanya. I have to go through it and find that specific, all the threats. And then there's the written threats. So this is Officer John Belko.
Let's go back to when. I don't have a crime here. What you showed me.
See, you see this whole thing going on for years, and you see I don't have a crime. But here this says, this is murder of my uncle by Tracy Herzog. So there was a murder. A murder is a
Which
crime.
you talked to detectives about, correct?
So he was telling me if I get that report of the investigator covering this murder, that's what I need to want me. You could help me with that. Here it says Richard Gatlin says, yes. It says, was it Richard Holloway? This guy who's talking to me here, making those threats, doesn't want it uncovered. you would be interested if he's threatening me because he doesn't want this revealed to you. And you're not listening to it because you're saying he didn't say, I'm killing you. This guy killed his own dad. It says, was it Richard Holloway? Tracy says, yes, it was. Says, oh my God. So Richard Holloway, this guy who's threatening me to prevent my reporting to you, killed his own dad, and he's the same one here that this girl Tanya is telling you. Look, listen to this. This is the end of the story right here. This is the same girl. This is not a reason. His motive to prevent me from reporting to you.
When did you get this information or talk to Detective Martinez about that?
That this has been ongoing for years. They try to wear you out year after year after year, doing all this stuff to you, but not have any of it come the level of the radar. What do they call that? Reach the threshold where you consider it a crime. So they do it over years. They do identity theft. They kill your dog. They lose your job, torture you with gaslighting. But you guys say it's not a crime. He didn't say I will kill you. You listen to this. This is.
America, was he?
Yes.
Oh, he was.
Hold on, this is three
Oh.
on three.
His grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee.
Right here. Just listen to this. Just listen because you got. This is the motive why he wants to prevent it this reported.
My mother
340.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just
Been
So
just listen to this. Listen to
this is
this.
the last one.
they
Okay. So then pay attention, please.
they have caused me to become a better person,
Listen.
but I don't let it hold me
Just
back.
please listen. Few seconds. Just concentrate on this.
I mean, it upsets me that I had an abortion, and it upsets me that he raped me, and it upsets me that he did those things.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember that stuff until
Listen.
recently.
Few seconds. Just please listen. It's right here.
What really scarred me is what my brother did to
Richard
me.
Holloway.
All the sexual abuse he did to me. That's what scarred me. That is what I had to go to therapy for about 10 years for. All the
Listen.
sexual abuse he did to me. Not what my dad did to me. It's what Richie did to me.
Richie.
Not what,
Because
Richard
it was more
Holloway.
recent.
no, he started doing that when I was.
Oh, that was earlier.
He started sexually abusing me when I was about 5 years old, and the things he did to me during the course of that summer traumatized me.
That's why he doesn't want it reported. He's threatening me because he doesn't want this reported. It's a family secret. My own mother.
If she's talking, she said she talked to a person. She
Brother
was
was
getting
horrible.
here. She was talking. She has therapy.
Therapist.
Right, but therapists
I've been
are
telling my own
He was
therapist for
16.
years. If you do that, they say nothing we can do.
16 when you were 4, and he was that was happening.
And he was raping
But
me.
it never
also,
got.
well,
I've been telling
that
police.
that would all
I've
be
been telling
I
confidential.
was a
therapists.
beautiful
Yes.
little girl.
Okay, so this was still
There's
when you
all
were
Yeah,
with
this
your
stuff.
mom.
I was with my dad.
To you, this person?
She's my girlfriend.
So his
Because of
girlfriend's
her,
not
I'm
too- right.
still alive.
Right.
Do you
okay.
understand? I
Right.
got abused by my own mom. I've been trying to get help for that.
Okay.
The mom
Right.
did that. Look, listen.
No,
The squatter herself was abused by her own dad.
Okay.
She was abused, so was I. So when pedophiles pick their own children as victim, everybody the system is right. It says in the Bible, honor your father and your mother. This don't go against family,
so
they
this
say.
is what I'm gonna say. If this has not been investigated by police and it's been in LAPD jurisdiction, we will gladly interview her and talk to her about any kind of sexual abuse that
And
occurred when she was a child. But it will have to come from
her
her. It will have to
brother
come from her.
killed-
It could have been already been previously reported.
Her brother killed their own dad
Okay.
just a month ago. That's a murder. That is a crime, isn't it? You would be
Okay, so
interested in...
where do you have this information and who told you?
Okay, so here it is. Look, Tracy Herzog. This is the
I think the
can show.
person, the source that it comes from,
Tracy
that person.
Herzog says, would
Who
you
is
look
that
at
to you?
it?
Who is that to you?
She's her cousin.
How come she has not reported anything to police?
Because it's her own family. That's what I'm telling you. They cover
And
it
she
up.
told you that. She told you.
Look at it. Would you
Well,
not? You don't want to look at it. It's
message.
here. Look,
I saw the message.
but then you want to brush it off. It says, prayers for my uncle who died. If you would just pay attention to it, you see. Here, look, I go here. Look at it live. Okay, you look at it here. Okay. Look at it here. Here's Tracy Herzog. Here's a profile. It's a conversation I had with her. Here's a profile.
Okay, this message is it doesn't
I'll
say
show
that
you.
this
show
person
you.
killed somebody. That does not say that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Just
I read that,
listen.
okay.
No. You said I'm putting it in some way that you can brush it off. Look, this is Tracy
No, I
Herzog,
reviewed that. Okay.
her cousin. And you seeing this, okay, so you just go back and she's describing it here. You would want to invest, there's somebody investigating it. And finally, they're saying if I find a police report, the investigator, you would look at it. Asking for prayers for my family at this time concerning the recent murder of my uncle, which is her dad. Okay, so you look at the comments here. Richard Gatlin says, was it Richard Holloway? She says, yes, it was. Says, oh my God. He didn't say, was it Richard Holloway that killed his dad?
Right. But this message just says, so sorry for your loss.
No, this one.
I know, but I'm reading it down.
This one.
Praying for your family. My prayers are with you and your family. So sorry for your loss. Prayers and love for your family. Was it Richard Holloway? And then says, yes, it was. He could have died. Oh my God.
He couldn't have been because this conversation was just yesterday with him.
Well,
so
but that message is not in context where it's like it was this person who killed them. Like,
because he didn't use the words "I'm going to kill you" to me, and he didn't say the words. So there's a murder investigation about the death of an uncle, and you're not going to look at it because it doesn't say I killed him.
No, but this information, what you're putting here, like I'm saying, it could be general where it doesn't say like who even died. You just put someone's name and it says the person replies.
So then you don't want to look at it.
No, I'm not.
You're not going to look at it. So I have more information here.
Where was hold on, where was the person killed? And when?
This officer John Belko.
When was this person murdered?
Okay, you just tell this. Can you contact John Belko? He knows. John. Would you take this and ask? You don't want to. You're not interested.
So where was this person murdered?
I'm trying to find that case. I'll bring it to you. I'm looking for it, but you don't want to interest in looking for it. But this guy is, look, John Belko knows in police department.
And you talk
You're
to
not
him.
going to take it. I've been talking to him. I've been exchanging texts with him, messages.
So tell me.
But you don't want to look at this.
I want to understand.
You want to push it away.
No,
you want to find an excuse to not look at it.
No, I could see that has a person's information that works for law enforcement. My question to you is, was this person murdered in South Carolina?
No, he was in Texas.
Okay, so who are you talking to, and how do you know it's in Texas, and who are you talking to know that it's in Texas?
This guy, John Belko.
So this guy from South Carolina.
But he says it's not his jurisdiction. He told me to
Texas.
Come to you, report to you that I'm getting the threat.
He told you.
So because it's different, you compartmentalize. You don't want to work together.
The murder
Texas.
Was where? Who did you talk to in Texas?
I talked to this. Okay, so I tried calling them now. I talked to this. Bryan, Texas is where Richard Holloway lives, and I called them. This is the number you call to find the investigator who's handling that case.
Yes.
Okay, so now I called them. I couldn't get a hold of them. I find that investigator come to you. You would help with that. But I'm not unless. But you're not interested until I do that. You're not going to look at. You're not going to talk to John Belko.
No, you have it figured out.
Huh?
You understand what you need to do. Okay, sir. All right, take care.
You see how you are? I got it on video.
All right.
You see how you are? You help the criminals. We pay you with that badge, with that authority, and you said doing that. That's what you are right now. That's how you are. That's what you guys are. I got it on video.
That's fine. Have a good day.
You guys help the scammers. That there's a lot of scammers. It's a criminal scam. God bless the United States of America. I got it on tape. You're gonna see this at 60 minutes.